All right, guys. So we are back, lock, cock, and ready to rock. We're gonna watching the quarterfinal match here of the Elite 5 versus LDLC. Doesn't look like it's a full LDLC team, as we have NVZ. Don't know who that is. But we are going to be getting going here in just a few seconds on Lankang Dam. Very curious to see actually what the breakouts are going to be. We do see right now LDLC going in for a very strong C push. And we are going to be seeing, well, this is actually fairly standard there on the Russian side from my experiences, as we do see Scruffy trying to get a couple of initial shots in on LDLC. Not able to connect with any of them, I don't think. But B flag will be going over into the favor here of LDLC, but they are going to quickly be getting contested, as we do see 3 players going down. Now, I do know that LDLC ended up losing, I believe, to a North American team on this very map in one of the cups not too long ago, a couple weeks ago. I was watching that particular match from the point of view here of Furious. So he ends up getting picked up as well. So really looking good here for the Elite 5, as actually it was Hyper who's pretty much been single-handedly getting all of those frags. Now that A site's starting to flash back over, which I do like that rotation coming out here for LDLC. Nice pickups there for Jupes. He's going to be trying to make it a 2-piece here. He does find run back into offices. Not able to do it though. Hyper gets taken down. Trying to stay alive as much as possible. Squall there gets taken out as well. Rats not able to get the res off in time. I mean, just people dying every which way there onto that B site. Scruffy will be up and alive here, as he does manage to at the very least get a couple of reses, but it's not enough. It's not enough. LDLC is just everywhere here onto that B site. They are completely swarming it, and they are in a 3-cap there for just a few seconds. 157 to 171. They've got about a 20-ticket lead here in just a few seconds, and they're definitely going to be using it to the best of their ability. But yeah, right now they are just everywhere. And look at this, Jugs with a nice 2-piece, using a head glitch there. Beautiful play. Can he make it a third? He does, locking it down. B flag will not be taken right now for the Elite 5, as LDLC with this great defense right now onto Bravo. Don't really see any kind of rotations just yet. Squall will be set up over here onto Countertop. He ends up trading out, unfortunately, but going to be good at the very least for his team. Now, they do get wiped onto that Bravo flag. Looks like Anthrax will be playing a little bit more passively here. Nobody is going to be in for a rotation. I'm curious to see where... Oh, yeah, Elite 5 will have at least one spawn in the backfield there, so kind of going to be curious as to how that's going to be shaping up, because that will potentially put him in a double gimme situation. But Squall right now setting up for the push onto offices, not going to happen. Furious trying to do all that he can from afar with that cover fire, but just cannot seem to get down onto that B site just yet. Well, we are going to be seeing A, though, starting to get contested. Is this Bios? Bios tried to do some work, but unfortunately wasn't able to do so. Now, in my opinion, if Bios had waited for at least one of those spawns, then they could have been able to get a double gimme. They would have had 3 over there onto the C side of the map, which usually what happens is when you do get in a double gimme situation, you have immediate rotate from B to the opponent's team flag, because most of the time that is where they are going to be weak. But with those 3 players there, they should have been able to hold off on it just fine. 134 to 143. All of a sudden, this game is just about all tied up. We are going to be seeing Squall and Furious still trying to do some work here. It looks like Furious, the last player up and alive, as that was another successful hold there onto that A site from Rats there. And he's looking pretty decent there, 8 and 3. Hyper, though, going 12 and 4. He's just locking it down. Look at this. He's going to be able to do some more damage there. Picks up one more. Pushing into offices. Not able to stay alive, though. Fluff will be back up. See if he can get a little bit of cover fire going on. But that is not going to be the case. Scruffy has managed to get onto the burn. I'm sorry, Rats, actually, has managed to get on the burn with Fluff with that Magnum kill. Really locking it down. Let's go over here to Fluff. I'm sorry. Oh, that was Rats. Rats ended up dying. So LDLC has managed to get onto that B site after getting triple capped. Really need to get something going on here, as they are going to start bleeding out these tickets ridiculously fast. And it's not necessarily that the bleed is higher when you do get a triple cap, but the problem is that you are forced to have to go get one flag, obviously, before you get the second one to get out of that bleed. So you have to do twice as much work to do the same thing. And now Bios still staying alive here onto that B site, managing a couple of these reses going back and forth, but he's very low on health, and he is suppressed here, which is definitely going to be hurting him. Deciding to go possibly onto that back route. We do have Fluff now with a one-on-one, it looks like possibly here for that C site. I'm sorry, this is going to be Prime. 127 to 98. We're seeing a fairly decent lead coming out into their favor. Scruffy doesn't going down. Prime, though, coming back in. He tries to go for the res. Instead, gets some bullet to the face. Something that you really have to be careful of is not get too overzealous with those reses. You be watching them. Get the frags first, then go for the reses if at all possible. Hyper's still doing some work there onto that B site. He does finally get cleaned up. Rat's going to be also onto Bravo flag as it does get grayed out. Now, we are going to be seeing a lot of M16 usage coming out, and this is something that I have seen personally a lot for consoles. Gotta love them team kills, right? Oh, yeah. But I've seen that quite a bit for consoles, actually. And not so much there for PC, just because the recoil control for PC is a little bit easier than it is on consoles. So it does allow you to kind of use AEKs a little bit more often. Ace 23s, you know, for those long range fights instead of stuff like M16. But Jupes with the defense there. Onto B, not going to be strong enough though. Bios trying to do some work. He ends up picking up at least 2 before he is taken down. Fear is now rotating back onto that Alpha flag. Not able to get any of those kills. Jupe's going to be down below here onto Charlie flag. Needs to get something going on into their favor. So far, they've been kind of running around the map a little bit blind. Prime's going to be coming up on the backside of Bravo. We do have Hyper as well coming in onto B site. They have secured themselves A. So they're looking pretty darn decent there. We do have Fluff down onto the actual burn. 105 to 73. 30 tickets in favor here of the Elite 5. What was looking like a fairly decent start here for LDLC has turned into not so much of a good start. 3 players do go down for the Elite 5 onto that Bravo flag. Now 4 players do get completely wiped up onto that B site. And we'll see if Scruffy is going to be able to pick up any of these frags. Does spot out one on that Overwatch position. Not able to connect with all of his shots. Did force him back a little bit though. Hyper going to be coming back in. Looks like through offices here. 2 of the players do end up going down. 96 tickets to 62. Not able to get anything going on. That's one of those situations where it's probably not the best to go for those reses. Nice pickup there, though, from Hyper. We'll see how long this man can actually stay alive. We do have a 3-man spawn in the backfield there for Beepers. We'll see if that's going to be successful. But if Hyper here can just clean it up, which he did, you don't even need those players to come in from the backside. B flag will once again be rotating back in their favor. We do have, it looks like, Bios coming in on the A flag. Nobody there for the defense for the Elite 5. Possibly one that shifted back over. But Squall now pushing up. Gets a 2-piece inside couches as he also goes down. So a lot of flags are going to be flashing here in just a few seconds. They may be able to get a 3-cap here if Jupes can clean this up. And he is going to be able to do a lot of work. 3 players now down for the Elite 5. We do see that A site now burning back over into their favor. Bios did get picked up, but Bios did something very important right there. What Bios was able to do is pull players off of that B site. They have to go back to A in order to deal with it, and it relieves the pressure for any other pushes onto the map. So props to him. Yes, he did die, but he also did some very good work for his teammates there. We see in Bios and Juice both going back and forth onto that B site. Looks like Bios was able to get another kill, and they're going to be going in for a 3-cap of their own. So they are not ready to say die here, as they are going to be very aggressively. Unfortunately, it's not working out in their favor, and they do get picked up. That's something that you have to watch out for. Sometimes that 2-flag burn is all that you need. I mean, there's 63 tickets and 48. They had plenty of time, plenty of tickets on the board. They didn't have to go for their 3-cap in. With them being that aggressive, it dropped them 2 players, and it lost them that Bravo flag. They have got it back now, though. We'll see for how long, because we have a couple players pushing in back on outside of Beeper's Fluff, though. Not getting a single kill there. Did end up getting a couple of those nice little assists. Some nice shots going to be coming back and forth here between the balconies. 3 players now pushing in for LDLC. As you can see them jumping down the map, but Hyper did not connect with any of those shots. Has to be kicking himself in the butt right now, but at the same time, we do have Anthrax trying to hold on to that C flag. He does get picked up. Squall managing to get the back spawns onto Alpha flag. One-on-one situation. So you can go ham here. A little bit of a team kill possibly, but no. Squall does take down Fluff, so he's going to make it a 2-piece. As he does go ahead and go for the push. Does he get the res? He does get the res. Can he finish it out, though? He needs to do it, but no, he cannot clean it out. Hyper, with a very good kill going back and forth, will be able to hold on to that Alpha flag and may be able to get themselves a nice little triple off the back into this. Furious now rotating back towards that A site. He gets picked up, just overwhelmed by players. Can't really make anything happen. 50 tickets to 19, the closest match that we have seen on stream today. And LDLC just dropping like flies. They are not able to stay up and alive for too long. Hyper with a really good 2-piece there, taking down Bios and Squall at the same time. And they should be able to finish this out with this B cap. They don't even have to really push in over there towards A. I mean, honestly, at this point, they can play passive and pretty much just lock it down. Hyper going to be down below, though. Picks up one with the pistol kill. Got to check your corners there, man. Go ahead, grab that gun with the kit switch. Can't connect with the last shots. Prime, though, is going to be there to finish it off. Now Rat's the last player up and alive. Doesn't even matter, though. 48 tickets to 0 in favor here of the Elite 5. So we'll see if LDLC is going to be able to come back from this. I don't know. They were looking a little bit shaky there, I have to admit. They had a couple of really good holds there, or good pushes rather, onto Bravo flag, but the problem is that they got way too overzealous. I mean, they pushed onto that Alpha flag a little bit too much at times. I mean, they gave up the two players, pretty much just went to their death instantly. Now, they did hold on to that B flag for a little bit there towards the end, but I would say that once you get that 2 flag burn, you got to start playing a little bit more passive. You can send one player. Like, if you get a random spawn, you can send one player, you know, on the backside of their gaming flag, so whether it be A or C, and just test the waters. See how it's working. You know, if you can pull a couple of players back, that's fine, but your main focus needs to be trying to hold on to that Bravo flag in whatever gaming you do have. With them having 48 tickets here, we'll put the pressure back on them to perform very well. And we'll see if that's going to be the case. Very aggressive push going to be coming out for the Elite 5. They will be going straight for that B site. Nobody going in for a back range, which is something that we have seen before, especially on PC. There's usually a back range just about every time. But Hyper coming back in. He does get first blood, but not going to be able to stay up and alive. Scruffy, though, coming back in. Can he get the 2-piece? He gets the 2-piece, but the guy getting rezzed. That will be Furious. Was able to stay up and alive. And Furious is still going to be up and around as he continuing on these kills. Beautiful job. Scuff is still going to be up and alive. Rats is going to be coming back around the corner. He gets taken down as well. Furious now gets picked up. Anthrax the only one up for that Overwatch position as they all get wiped up. But wow, that was quite a skirmish there onto that B site and offices. And it was definitely a touch-and-go moment there for a while. But the Elite 5 just a little bit too strong. And now we are going to be seeing the push coming all the way in the backside of that B-push flag. I go for couches here as well. You have to watch their back. Yep, and that's exactly what happened. We did see a couches push incoming there. As Hyper now going to be up above inside the B site. Deciding to back on up towards those Overwatch positions on the balconies. And so far it's going to be working out. Fluff is able to pick up one. Batman's down onto the other one. Picks up Furious. Making it look easy with the 360 YY ladder scope. No scope. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. $166 to $170 as we are going to be seeing the Elite 5 now. Starting to lose the lead a little bit, but they are going to be able to get that B flag back. We do see A getting contested as well. Let's see who is actually on that Alpha flag. That will be, no, not Rats. Was it Scruffy? Scruffy. Scruffy over here will be able to get that Alpha flag back for his teammates. We are going to be seeing Bios now pushing back in for the possible attack here. problem is that I think there's 2 players now up above him, so he's going to have a pretty difficult time of trying to push back on up. And Bios not able to get anything going on just yet. He does have at least 1 spawn on him. Scruffy looking pretty darn decent here with the defense, and he will be able to pick up 1. Scruffy does go down by Furious there, so A-Site should go back into their favor, but it doesn't even really matter. Oh, good defense. Furious locking it down, picks up 1 inside the stairwell. Immediately going to be shifting over here towards that B flag, but Hyper already ready and waiting. Will be able to pick him up as he does start to transition over there towards that B site. Not going to be able to get the drop shot. Rats goes down as well. Prime trying to get the reses, but not able to finish it up. That's something that really needs to work on, in my opinion. Don't really need to go for these reses as frequently as we are seeing. I mean, they are important to get those players up, but a lot of times we're seeing teams and players getting wiped off a flag needlessly because they are going for these reses. But now we are going to be seeing Squall here trying to hold on. He will be able to pick up Rats. Can he get the 2-piece? Nope. Nice little headshot there from Hyper as he does finish it back off. Now Bios going to be coming out and doing a little bit of work as well as he takes down Hyper himself. So some pretty good trades going back and forth. 139 to 148. The Elite 5 managing to get a little bit of a lead there. But LDLC not ready to say die yet, as they have managed to get control of that B site. We are going to see looks like A being contested as well. Ooh, Rats jumping down right into the nest of players. Does get picked up. Fluff, though, is alerted to exactly what's going to be going on. We'll see how well he can hold this off. He picks up 1. Can he get the 2-piece here? As he just manages to make it. Can he get the 3rd? No! He picks up 2. His teammate spawning back in. That will be Rats. Picks up 1 himself. Now Fluff is going to be on a 1-on-2 situation. And he cleans it up. Fluff doing some amazing work there onto that C site. Just leveling the other team. He is now 11-1. Doing some beast work for the Elite 5 as they do secure themselves that triple cap. And it does seem like that A site now will be getting contested and taken over. Prime not able to stay up and alive for too long. And still, Fluff is continuing this. We're just going to stay on his point of view here for just a few seconds as he is picking up 2 more kills since that amazing defense there onto that C site. See if we can further this out even more. It's currently 13-1. Best KD in the server right now. Just does spot out at least 1 player going inside offices. Can't quite connect to that other shot. Scruffy, though, will be coming around on the backside here. May be able to clean this out. As he does pick up 1, looking for that 2-piece. He does spot him around the corner, but not fast enough there on the triggers as he does get picked up. Now Hyper here, as he does transition down into the Bravo flag, gets picked up himself. Fluff coming in on the backside will be able to hold on to it. B flag now getting contested. 2 players from LDLC will be there for the defense. See how long this is actually going to hold. They're not in the best of positions, as we are going to be seeing couches being contested. Furious goes down. Anthrax trying to go around for a back rage here. Looks like he was out of ammo for just a few seconds, but B flag will be returning back into their favor. We do have, is this Prime? No, this is Scruffy here. We managed to make it. Oh, the bad reload timing. Doesn't matter, though. Ends up doing the YY, canceling out the reload, coming back in with the kill. 92 to 132. LDLC still not able to do the damage that they needed to. That 3-cap really hurting him right now. Scruffy is going to be going down. Fluff will now get the save here onto that A site. LDLC still struggling here onto B flag. We do have Bios now transitioning to couches. Will end up trading out. That is a shame there. As we're also going to be seeing Squall picking up Prime, trying to come down the stairs. But we really need to be seeing LDLC here just playing defensively. Play the basically the angles. We do have a random spawn, as you can see there onto the mini-map, so this could end up putting some pressure on. But we'll see if they can hold on to that B flag. Don't know just yet. Squall, oh, gets taken down from above. No dice there. We do have Anthrax pushing out a little bit too aggressively, I think, here onto that B side. They are going to be leaving only 1 player onto Charlie flag. Furious will be over here, possibly jumping down inside couches. We have Jubes spawning in as well. Looks like the A-cap did fail. Be careful there with that team killing. We've seen quite a bit of it here going back and forth. Especially when you got those massive pushes coming back in. None of them going to bunch up, but Jubes will be able to pick up Hyper. Fluff, though, taking down Jubes. Once again, in this position, just doing some work, going back and forth. I mean, he really has been able to lock these positions down quite a bit. And he's going to try and do it one more time, only able to pick up one of those players. We do have Hyper now transitioning out to that C site. Prime also going to be pushing out towards C. Rat the only one up for the defense on the Bravo, but he's already waiting for it. Head glitching over there. We'll be able to take down at least one of those players. 66 to 107. The Elite 5 once again getting very, very close to winning this match. Remember, guys, 48 tickets is the ticket count that they have to beat, and it's not looking like that's going to be the case. They only have around 20 tickets left in order to take the win here. Hyper going down, Squall trying to push in onto that Bravo flag. He'll clean up at least one of those players, looking in for the two-piece. That's going to be Jubes actually still in both of those kills. Did get a good assist though. And right now, this Elite 5 team is just too strong right now for LDLC. 59 tickets to 99. Two flag burn is back into the favor here of the Elite 5. Once again, they're going to be holding it down very, very defensively. As we do see Fluff now spotting out on the mini-map. Two of the players down below. Picks up one, already noticing that one's going to be coming up the stairwells. We'll see if he can actually clean it out, and he does. Once again, Fluff with a great defense onto that C site. Will be able to continue the dominance here as it is now 46 tickets. So we have gone below the threshold there. So congratulations here to the Elite 5. They will be continuing on in the bracket. We'll see who they're going to be facing off in just a few seconds. I don't know if they have been updated just yet. And no, so it's going to be Aqua Velva versus Be Naked. Do you want to be naked? I don't know. And they're going to be facing off. Winner of that match will be going up against the Elite 5. Then we do have Unity, who has moved on. They're going to be facing off the winner of Next Gaming and Infamous. We do have DZS versus Divinity, all the way in the bottom side of the bracket. They're going to be making their way. Possibly the winner will be facing off against AVR. So pretty cool stuff all around. All right, guys. Again, we are going to be taking a little bit of a break between matches. Actually, what is our next map? I'm very curious to see what our next map is. It will be Zavad. Okay, so Zavad is a very interesting map. Not really my favorite, to be honest with you, in terms of casting, of playing. I like casting it, but I don't like playing that particular map.